Hi Forest fans, Max Newton here giving you a review of Nottingham Forest 2, Blackpool 2 in the third round of the FA Cup at the world famous City Ground. A year to the day since Blackpool dumped us out of the FA Cup in the third round last season. So delighted we not got dumped out by Blackpool this season, to be honest, especially after finding ourselves 2-0 down after about 26, 27 minutes in the first half. I thought Forest started the game like they played a few games this season where we know that we're far superior technically and ability wise to the opposition, so we try and pass it around and be a bit too precise and moving the opposition team around a bit to try and inkle out an opening and keep control of the ball. I think we saw it at the start of games against Burnley, in both the Cup and the League game. Started the game against Sheffield United, also against Luton. And so that's what we did again today. We had a load of possession, but nobody was being brave on the ball. Nobody was being brave to try a pass that might not come off. So we were playing safe and we were coming back, and that then means players don't make the runs because they're not expecting somebody to take a chance on them playing the ball down the line or between the lines and into space. And I think that was our problem going forward, and we just started to ease into the game when Blackpool just totally caught us cold. Poor defending on both goals. I think the first goal, the ball was headed back into the middle of the goal rather than away, which is what I can't remember who it was. Somebody did that to concede, I think, the first goal away at Blackpool in the FA Cup third round last season, headed it straight into the middle of the goal towards the penalty spot for them to score. Great header by Jordan Gabriel, who used to be on Forest books. Shame to see him go, really, I thought at the time, because he's a Forest lad, Nottingham lad, and come up through the ranks, and I thought it looked a decent player, but the manager at the time didn't fancy him. And the second goal, Joe Worrall probably gets beat a bit too easy, but the ball goes right across the box, failed to cut it out, and nobody was picking up the bloke coming in from the left. And then I think throughout the first half, we were just not closing the ball down enough in midfield, which again is probably symptomatic of us thinking that they'll turn the ball over and we'll get it back without having to get in their faces and battle for it. But great goal by Dominguez. Great cross, great bit of work down the right, lovely cross, brilliant header. And then second half was all Forest, apart from a chance right at the end where we nearly gave it away. I thought our defence throughout, when put under pressure, looked creaky and not confident in it at all. But I thought we're dominant in the second half, as you'd expect us to be, and wonderful strike from Morgan Gibbs-White, who just got better and better as the game wore on. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi got better and better as the game wore on and had a brilliant second half. Put a brilliant low cross in that Chris Wood, it was like Gaza in '96, just failed to get a toe or stud on to put it into the back of the net. Thought Tavares looked good when he came on going forward. Worked well with Callum Hudson-Odoi down the left, worked really well with Callum Hudson-Odoi down the left, but I didn't feel confident of him at the back. But the back four, hadn't played together. Just unfortunate not to get the winning goal, really. Brilliant save from their goalkeeper from a header by Ryan Yates. Thought Nico did well when he came on. Thought everybody played well second half. It was nice to see Joe Worrall in the side and passing the ball well and progressively in the second half going forwards, which he does that very well. And the Greek goalkeeper, there was one shot that dribbled to him and he nearly fumbled. And I think that's the only save at all that I've seen him make. And yes, conceded a bag full of goals, conceded another 2 goals today, and doesn't seem to make saves. Positioning for the first goal, it sort of side danced back into the middle of the goal, but you could probably see the way the player's coming. He wasn't going to head it that way. He was going to head it the way he was facing Gabriel. So yeah, big question marks over the keeper still. But in the hat for the second round, which is what we want. I think we'll go away to the away game. I don't think it matters that much that it's another game, because it'll give the opportunity for Nuno to have a good look at players while the AFCON guys are away, which will only inform him better as to who he needs in and out. So I think that's fine. I expect it to come through the second leg, the replay. So yeah, see you at Brentford and Arsenal this month. Come on, you Reds.